Or you never know.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go in there and spar. I don't think it's gonna be you trying to kill me or I'm trying to kill you. You know, I think it's let's go in here and make this money. You know, it's more of a business tactic than anything.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
Or are you about it because it's more the sport of boxers?
No, it don't bother me because if I was in that position, I'd be happy. I always look at it like that. Like if I was in that position, I'd be happy making all these millions of dollars. You know, it don't count. It's just for show. I mean, it's a win-win.
Terence Crawford reacts to Gervonta Davis facing Jake Paul by calling it a business move rather than a real fight. He says the massive weight difference between a 135-pounder and a 200-pounder makes it more of an exhibition than a competition. Crawford believes they'll just spar for entertainment and money. He admits Jake is big and powerful, while Tank is explosive, but says this matchup isn't about boxing, it's about business.
I didn't like that one.
Jake too big for Tank, you know? In reality, he's way too big for Tank. Like, Tank is very talented, punch hard, explosive, the whole 9 yards, but...
Yeah, because some people say Jake's fight's rigged. He's, like, suing people now that say they're rigged. You see that? But how could they rig it before? Because, like, what if they just say, oh, we're going to go soft on each other, and then Tank just fucking throws it right at Jake?
Jake can punch with that right hand. Like, I seen him, you know what I mean, up close in person. Like, dude is big. He's not as slow as people think he is, and he can punch. You know, that's why a lot of people know, like, there was times where, you know, him and Tyson, you know, was in the ring and he could have, like, laid it on Tyson, but he kind of, like, held back.
You could tell.
And that's the same with Tyson. Like, Tyson could have caught Jake with something and he just like, you know, so you can see it.
If you had to choose someone to win that fight, who do you think wins?
Honestly, I think Jake by youth.
Really?
Yeah.
Emiliano Vargas talks honestly about the state of modern boxing and how the sport has changed because of people like Jake Paul. He says Jake realized that boxing isn't just about skill and legacy anymore. It's about capturing attention. The fans' excitement, social media buzz, and entertainment value now decide who earns the biggest paychecks. Vargas points out that this is unfair to real champions who spent their entire lives perfecting their craft and fighting the best in the world. Those fighters never earned even a small portion of what Jake makes through spectacle and popularity. He believes Jake understood the formula early. If you create drama, build hype, and control the spotlight, the money follows automatically. Vargas sounds both impressed and disappointed because Jake's success shows how the sport is shifting from pure competition to an entertainment business.
Right. Explain this to me, not in basketball terms, just such a funny internet game, but explain this to me like a third grader. What is an exhibition fight?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. All I know is that Jake is making, I don't, goddamn.
But when they say
look, God bless Jake, bro, because this is what he figured out. He figured out this. He figured out boxing is all about attention.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
But because attention brings dollars. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, if it's a movie premiere, if it's boxing. If there's no attention on it, you're not going to make no money from it.
This is like the WNBA conference. That's why they don't make the money, because they don't have the attention.
No, for sure. I was at the WNBA yesterday. That shit was lit, bro.
It was lit?
I was chopping it up with Floyd was there.
It was good?
People they won by like, I think 1 or 2 points. But I was standing up and I was jumping, you know, it's the finals though.
Yeah.
It's the finals. So, all that aside, I just feel like Gervonta could crack though, bro.
Oh, of
Gervonta
course.
could crack. I mean,
so this is what I want.
He's sparred light heavyweights and heavyweights before. Like, this ain't nothing new.
Even taller guys.
For sure.
Yeah, so what I really want to ask you in regards to that fight is, like, obviously someone like Gervonta is not, in his mind, he's not going to go out there and look stupid, no matter how it goes.
Right. No, he's not.
But that's what when I see it's an exhibition fight, I'm like, what does that mean?
And you can still get knocked out. You know, I feel like that means there's not going to be no winner.
No effect on the record.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. But you could get knocked out.
So you don't think, because like, you know, the beef now is like, this shit's the WWE. That's what people say about boxing.
I mean,
Gervonta Davis is not underestimating Jake Paul, even though the match is labeled an exhibition. According to him, Tank sees this as a chance to prove his dominance to a global audience. If he defeats Jake convincingly, his reputation will explode beyond boxing fans and reach the entire world. That's why Tank's coach has already revealed that he's training hard as if it's a world title fight. Showbiz the Adult says that for Tank, losing isn't an option because the internet never forgets. A single bad performance against a YouTuber turned boxer could haunt his career forever. So even though the fight isn't for a championship or official record, Tank knows it carries real consequences for his image. He wants to show the difference between a lifelong professional and a self-made celebrity boxer.
You mean to tell me you start hitting Jake with some shit, he ain't gonna fight back? He said, fat. Well, he had you on a hit list before this fight even happened. So his mental is on you. So you have to take him serious.
What Tank Davis doesn't know he's risking is crazy. I hope he knows now. The fan base doesn't know what Tank's risking. Y'all just seeing it as WWE shit. That Jake Paul is an opportunist, and that Jake Paul is going to try to knock him out. He's going to try to knock him out, do this, cross his arms. He's going to try to do that shit. If he hits Tank and Tank has Bambi legs, that goes viral. Jake Paul gave Tank Bambi legs. He'll get trolled so much, Tank may retire. Tank got to knock that guy out, and y'all don't realize it. And regardless of the reality of it being an exhibition, that shit, the sight of that is going to go viral. Tank going to have to take him seriously and knock his ass out, bro.